Hello, I'm Tay on the TMBOTC channel, and I want to talk about some underrated movies, in my opinion. I think most of these are underrated, and if they're not, well, I'm still going to talk about them because I freaking love them. Yeah. First one, this is probably my favorite Liam Neeson movie, and probably one of my favorite. Well, there's Schindler's List as well, but still, this is an awesome movie. Darkman. I'm trying to get Dave to watch this. I got Dave to finally watch The Crow. This is my other favorite comic book movie that's not entirely like based on a source material, even though The Crow is, but I mean source material that's iconic and well known amongst people like Spider-Man or Batman to that level of knowledge. But yeah, I absolutely love this movie. I think this even influenced, you can tell it influenced Batman's villain Hush, even. But it's a freaking awesome movie. And the sequels aren't half bad either. I originally did not care for the sequels, but watching them again, actually not bad. And yeah, Darkman, just underrated classic in my opinion, and one of my favorite. It's hard to say it's my favorite Sam Raimi movie. I love the Evil Dead movies, and I love the frickin' Spider-Man movies. I even love when he did The Grudge. At least some of those. I think he was a producer on that newer one that sucked. But yeah, if you know which one I'm talking about, or Newish, I don't know which. Yeah, there might have been another Grudge thing that came after that one as well. But whatever. I love this movie. It's underrated classic, great superhero movie, even the dark, grotesque, and it has one of the best endings in my opinion, just because of who's in the ending and what he transforms into. What he makes himself look like is just perfect. It's a perfecto ending, perfection. This is probably my mom's favorite movie, other than another one I think. It's kind of underrated, Popeye the Sailor Man. I'll mention that really brief. My mom loves Popeye the Sailor Man. It's one of her favorites with Robin Williams. I think it's Shelley Duvall from The Shining. But yeah, we love that movie. It may not be the most unique movie of like live action animated stuff, but I don't know. There's something charming about it still. it I gravitate towards it still, and I love Robin Williams, so of course I'm gonna watch it. But Mirror Mask, this is a freaking underrated movie. This movie is hilarious. It's creative. I love the characters. I love the story. I get so invested. It's one of my favorite like Jim Henson production movies. Other than other Jim Henson works of the past when he was alive, but like I believe this is during Brian Hanson's time, and this is such a freaking awesome and unique movie that I definitely recommend watching it. Whoops. Another one. This is one I kind of like. I mean, Nostalgia Critic. I don't know how he feels nowadays about this, but I didn't put it in the video. I also disagree with his point on Conan the Barbarian. I love Conan the Barbarian. I think it's an awesome freaking movie. I even kind of like The Destroyer, but the first movie's freaking amazing. Uh, Total Recall. I freaking love Total Recall. I guess this isn't really underrated, so maybe it shouldn't be here, but I wanted to talk about it anyways. It's just such a creative movie, such a hilarious movie. Michael Ironside's an excellent villain in it. I think it actually has a good like. It's not nearly as like well thought out or thought provoking as say some other movies that have like twist kind of endings or endings that make you conclude one way or another, or you kind of think about it yourself. It kind of does that, maybe not quite as smart as the others, but it's still awesome freaking film, and I think it should be noteworthy. Just the fact it does at least try that, and it's probably one of the first, probably not, but it's one of the first that I can think of that's truly trying to do that and make you like second guess what direction the story is actually going. Is it like all in his head or not? Whatever. I think there are other movies that did that now that I think about it, but it is one that definitely stands out to me when it comes to that. Okay, this one's probably not underrated once again, but I'll talk about it. I think these last two, once again, like I said, but I want to just talk about them anyways because I freaking love them. The Dark Crystal, I used to call this the Dark Souls of movies. probably not anymore. I think The Shining is more like that just because of how much depth people go into that movie and just how much Stanley Kubrick left for people with that movie. But I still absolutely love this. This is one of, other than Labyrinth, this is one of my favorite Jim Henson movies. I can just sit down, relax, watch this movie, and just absolutely have a blast with it. I freaking love the characters. I've mimicked the character Chamberlain a lot. I love his voice and his freaking you know, I love that, and I even do it myself sometimes in my videos and such. It's freaking an awesome character. And why didn't they complete that show? Seriously. No, but I kind of know why they didn't. But last is my friend's favorite series. I couldn't find Legacy for some reason. I don't know where Legacy is right now, but Legacy should be here. Legacy is a freaking awesome film. I actually think it's better than the original in a lot of ways, though this did do a lot of things for films today, and it is still an incredibly awesome watch, whether dated or not. I still love it. I watch it to this day. It's a fun freaking movie with great actors in it. Maybe not the best portrayals, but it's 80s feeling. Or is it 90s? I think it might be 90s actually. Whatever it is, can't find a date labeled on it for some reason. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I can't find a date. But I love Tron. Tron's freaking amazing. I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head. I hope you found something interesting from this video. Is there any underrated movies? These are probably more like they are popular, but they're more cult movies, or more popular than cult movies, maybe even. Because I would even mention like a bunch of John Carpenter stuff and such, if anything, because I love like The Thing, Little Trouble in Big China, Big Trouble in Little China. Sorry, I get that reversed for some reason. Um, was the other movie They Live and Escape from New York. Love that movie. I even like the sequel to that because it's just so ridiculous, and it does have some really cool parts. I love the Bangkok part where he's throwing the can in the air. Nobody fires until this one hits the ground. And then he throws it up in the air and he shoots them anyways. Draw. But yeah, I think that's about it on that. I'll see you next time. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. I hope you're enjoying also the funny, silly little videos too. Those are just for fun, just ideas I had on the top of my head, whatever.